With 2016 coming in right around the corner, there are a ton of games coming out that I'm most excited for. Some of these games you may or may not have heard of, so I thought it would be helpful if I listed out what are my top 10 most anticipated games of 2016. So without any further ado, let's get this show on the road. Number 10, Ukulele. Coming in at number 10 is Ukulele, a blockbuster Kickstarter success and spiritual successor to the Banjo & Kazooie series. I love the original Banjo game so much and have been starving for a modern 3D platformer done right in a generation that is severely lacking in quality 3D platformers outside of Super Mario. I have the utmost amount of confidence in Ukulele and the guys at Playtonic Games to deliver us an experience that we will never forget. Number 9, Yonder Simulator. What happens when you combine the Hitman series and anime? Well, you get Yonder Simulator. Yonder Simulator is another indie game that is looking to surprise us with an interesting take on the action and stealth genre, where instead of international espionage, you're a teenage girl stalking her senpai and killing anyone who wants to take him away from you. Isn't that wonderful? I have been following this game since its inception earlier this year, and I can say with confidence that I am really looking forward to seeing where this game will go as we enter into 2016. Number 8, Megami Blanc plus Neptune vs. Zombies. Alright, that one was a mouthful, but Megami Blanc is a spin-off of the Hyperdimension Neptunia series, another mouthful, and this one will be starring one of the main characters and one of my favorites, Blanc. It looks charming, adorable, and mindless action. A great game for me to play when I want to wind down after a long day. However, speaking of Hyperdimension Neptunia, Number 7, Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory 2. The latest entry in the Hyperdimension Neptunia series is coming to PS4, and it looks just as charming as Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory. This time the game will have many different story arcs to go through with different characters. I fell in love with the Neptunia series because of its writing and humor, as it is a pure parody of the JRPG genre as a whole, and I love it. Number 6, Dai Gaiuku Tenseiban. Alright, now this one's a bit of a long shot. Capcom has stated that they have no current plans to localize Dai Gaiuku Tenseiban, and it was stated that the Ace Attorney team can only focus on one Ace Attorney game at a time, as they are currently focusing on Ace Attorney 6. However, I feel like if Ace Attorney 6 is released sooner rather than later next year, they can easily get to work on localizing this game. I love everything I have seen from this game from so far, from the interactions between Wright's ancestor and Sherlock Holmes, to all the new trial mechanics. It seems like a great game that reinvents the wheel for the Ace Attorney series. Number 5, Polka Lacrosse, A Story of Seasons Fairy Tale. I am a huge fan of JRPGs, if you can't tell already by this list, and I'm a huge fan of the Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons series, so seeing Story of Seasons cross over with a very popular JRPG like Polka Lacrosse seems like a match made in heaven. It keeps the traditional Polka Lacrosse style, but yet looks like it has the feel as any of the recent Story of Seasons games. Who knows, maybe this will be a successor to the Rune Factory series in the coming years. Number 4, The Legend of Zelda Wii U. Alright, I am a huge fan of The Legend of Zelda, with the Wind Waker and Skyward Sword being some of my favorites. The Legend of Zelda Wii U is looking like it's going to be a game similar to those two in terms of art style and exploration. The fact that they are bringing back a seamless open world, similar to that of the Wind Waker, has me really excited. I am curious to see how big this game will be when it's all said and done. As for the gameplay we saw at the VGAs last year, I wanted nothing more to do but to explore the overworld of Hyrule that we saw. Number 3, Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. I personally love the Persona series, and I love the Fire Emblem series as well, so seeing a crossover between Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem seemed pretty promising. While the end product was not something many fans were hoping for, I was truly ecstatic for the end result. This game clearly seems like the Wii U's answer to the PS4's Persona 5. The game's dungeon crawling mechanics look fun, the combat looks great, and the cast of characters all seem to be beaming with life. While I'm importing the Wii U bundle for the Japanese game officially here in the States, the game will not be out until next year. Number 2, Persona 5. As mentioned before, I am a huge fan of the Persona series. Seeing Persona 5 and Persona Q for the first time last year piqued my interest in wanting to try out the series for myself. So I bought a Vita, Persona 4 Golden, and downloaded Persona 3 Portable, and I have been in love with the series ever since. The game seems to be taking a step back from the lighthearted direction that Persona 4 took in favor of a more serious tone similar to that of Persona 3. However, it doesn't stop the game from looking like something straight out of a Kaido Kid anime. Overall, this game has filled me with much excitement and anticipation, and is easily one of my most anticipated games of 2016. Number 1, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney 6. Now notice I said Persona 5 was one of and not Z. That title belongs to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney 6. I fell in love with the Ace Attorney series back in 2013, and I have loved everything about it since. Now seeing Wright back in action in the latest game has my hype going through the roof. As of recording this video, not much is known about the game's overall plot outside the fact that it takes place in Ikurian. You know, Maya Fey's home place, and Apollo will be returning. However, on the idea alone that we may get to see Maya and Wright interact again has me hyped beyond belief for this game. The game also looks a lot more crisp than that of Dual Destinies did, and overall it seems like it'll shape up to be an enjoyable experience. And that was my top 10. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comment section below. Did you share any games in your top 10 of my top 10? Please, by all means, let me know. And as always, everyone, this is Gamalad signing off.